Pedestrian accident, Cambridge, settlement. Good afternoon. I'm attorney Neil Burns, and today I want to talk about a victim of an accident in a crosswalk, a pedestrian who was a client of ours, and she had bought some coffee at Starbucks, and she was walking to Kendall Square to the T to come to work in Boston, and she was injured. She was badly injured. What happened was she checked, there were no cars coming. She started walking across a crosswalk. There was no light there or anything. It was just a crosswalk. And a cab turned from the main road there toward the crosswalk. The cab driver was looking due east. He didn't see her. He smashed right into her head, the left side of her head, bashed through the windshield of his cab, and she was badly injured. Taken to Mass General, dealt with the trauma team there, and she was at Spaulding rehab and Mass General for well over a month with a significant traumatic brain injury. And we represented her from the outset. We met her with her at the hospital, talked to her family, talked to her fiance, and what we did legally was, of course, we got the medical records which showed her significant injuries, and we got them to the insurance company. The insurance company was an insurance company for a taxi, and they essentially said, well, the guy won't respond to our letters, and we don't know what to do. We're not going to pay the minimal policy. So we threatened to file suit against the taxi company if they didn't pay immediately. And they did pay because they saw how serious the injury was, and they didn't want to deal with a lawsuit on top of paying a minimal policy. Taxis have very bad insurance policies in Massachusetts. Number two, we then went to her insurance policy for underinsured coverage. Fortunately, she and her fiance owned a vehicle, and they had insured it, actually per our advice, for a significant amount of money for underinsurance coverage. This is important. Underinsurance coverage in Massachusetts is very important. And what it is, it's a math problem. So let's say you have a $100,000 policy, the taxi pays out $20,000. You now have an $80,000 policy to go after. And we presented all the evidence to the underinsured company. We got a full settlement for all of the underinsurance coverage. And this was because number one, we represented her before this case, and unfortunately she was injured. She had a significant amount of underinsured coverage, but she had good representation. We were aggressive. We pushed the taxi company. In fact, I actually think that we got the money from the underinsured company first, but we got both coverages. We got 100% of what she could get from the two different policies within 6 months of her injuries. She was barely out of the Spaulding Rehab Hospital when we got her all the money. It really helped her. It helped her go to school. It helped her recover. She missed months of work at her employment. If you've been injured, call Burns and Jan. We will aggressively and effectively represent you. I've been representing victims of motor vehicle accidents for over 36 years. My partner, Rashawn Jan, is in court almost every day representing victims of motor vehicle accidents, other type of injuries. Please give us a call. There's a free initial consultation. Call 617-227-7423. Thank you.